Let's begin in a seated position. So coming and find a comfortable seat on your mat, legs crossed in front of you, spine nice and long. Resting your hands on your knees, palms facing up or down, and close your eyes. Coming in tune with your breath, noticing every inhale and noticing every exhale. And bringing your hands in prayer at the center of your chest, set an intention for this practice. Make it a word or a phrase, something to repeat every time your hands come to this position, something you want to carry with you through your day. So set that intention now. Seal that intention in. And then exhale, let your arms rest back down on your knees. Let's start with rolling our wrists. So just rotating your hands around, warming up the wrists, switching directions. And then inhale, reach your arms up long overhead. And exhale, drop the right arm down for a side stretch, reaching long with your left arm overhead, reaching through the fingertips, keeping the left hip rooted down, rotating the chest up towards the sky. And then inhale, come back through center, reach long. And exhale, drop the left arm down, right arm reaches long overhead, reaching through the right fingertips and down through the right hip. Rotating the chest up towards the sky. And inhale, coming back through center, reaching the arms up long. And exhale, twist to the right, bringing the right hand behind you. The left hand comes to your right knee. Inhaling to find a little bit more length in the spine. And exhale to twist a little bit deeper, pulling the right shoulder back, pushing the left shoulder forward, but keeping it gentle. Inhale, coming back through center, reach the arms up long overhead again. And exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you, right hand comes to the left knee. Again, inhaling to find length. As you exhale, to twist a little bit deeper. Pulling the left shoulder back, pushing the right shoulder forward. And then inhale, coming back through center, reaching the arms up long once again. And then exhale, drop the arms back down, resting your hands on your knees. Find Baddha Konasana, placing the soles of the feet together in our butterfly pose. Inhaling to find length in your spine. And then exhale to fold forward. You can keep your hands holding onto your feet or walking them out long in front of you. Breathing in and exhaling to fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, walk your arms back up, lifting up, finding your straight spine again. And then exhale into tabletop, placing your hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Engaging the abs. And let's take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling to drop the stomach, open the chest, lift the head. And exhale to round the spine, drop the head. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, lift the head. And exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Keep moving like this at your own breath. And after your next exhale, come and find a neutral spine and table. Next, we'll move through a C-shape cat-cow. So inhaling to move your head and your hips closer together on your right side. And then exhaling, moving through center and moving your head closer to your hips on the left side, making a C shape with your body. Keep moving to your own breath. And after your next exhale, come and find a neutral spine. Take a breath in here. And exhale into downward facing dog, planting the hands, lifting the hips up and back. Squeezing through the shoulder blades. Lifting your hips a little higher and letting your heels sink down towards the mat. Taking time in this first down dog to pedal out the feet or wag the hips side to side. Finding length in your whole side body. And inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. And exhale, walk to the top of your mat, forward fold. Hang out here for a few breaths, bending the knees as generously as you'd like, and lifting the hips up towards the sky. Let your head and neck relax, let it hang heavy. And on an inhale, begin to roll up to Tadasana or come up with a straight back. Meeting me in mountain pose. And we'll move through our sun salutations. Inhale to sweep the arms up overhead, Urdhva Stasana. And exhale, keep the length as you swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine reaches long. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, hands directly under shoulders. And exhale through Chaturanga, lowering halfway down. Inhale into upward facing dog, opening the chest, flipping the back toes. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. And exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long, gaze is down. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, coming to stand, Urdhva Stasana. And exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating the intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, reaching long, and exhale, keep the length as you swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins, thighs, or the ground. And exhale to fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, engage the abs. And exhale, lower halfway down through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip the back toes, open the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Sink the heels down towards the mat. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. And exhale, walk or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Tadasana. And exhale, the hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating the intention. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. And exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands coming to shins, thighs, or the ground. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming to stand through Urdhva, reaching the arms up long overhead. And exhale, your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating your intention once more. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, finding length. And exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the hands, lift the hips up and back. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And then open the hip here, tilting the right hip open to the side, finding balance in your shoulders at the same time. One more breath in here. And then exhale back into downward facing dog, gently setting the foot back down to the ground. Inhale, roll forward to plank, engaging the abs. Whole body's in one straight line. And then exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank, engaging the abs. And exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And then open up the hip, opening the left hip up to the side, finding space. Breathing into the hip. Taking one more inhale. And then exhale and gently set the foot back down on the ground, downward dog. Inhale into plank pose, engaging the abs. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank, engage the core. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot forward between your hands, low lunge. Take an easy twist here, planting the left hand on the ground. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. Breathing in. And then exhale, lower the hand back down to the ground, low lunge. Inhale into warrior two, spiral the back heel down, arms reach long out to the sides, chest is to the side, and gaze is forward. Bending through the front knee, keeping that front knee pulling out towards your pinky toes. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the arms back down to the ground, low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, take your vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot between your hands, low lunge. Inhale, plant the right arm down to the ground. The left arm reaches up to the sky, easy twist. Gaze maybe up at your fingertips. And then exhale, bring the hand back down, low lunge. Inhale into warrior two, spiraling the back heel down to the ground, spiraling the arms up, chest to the side, reaching through both fingertips, gaze over the front. Lifting up through the hips and bending a little bit deeper into that front knee. Inhale here. And exhale back into low lunge. Inhale into plank. And exhale, take your vinyasa. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze to the top of your mat, and exhale, make your way to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to sweep the arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating your intention. Figure 4 chair pose. Shift your weight into your left foot, and then cross your right foot at the ankle over your left leg on the thigh. Begin to sink your hips back, finding space in your chest, still opening the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together as you sink your hips a little bit deeper, finding something to gaze at to find balance. Find a twist in this chair, twisting to the left, bringing your right tricep to meet the sole of your right foot. And from here we'll find grasshopper. Plant your hands down to the ground, keeping that right tricep attached to your right foot. And then extend your left leg out long. Grasshopper. Finding a point to balance. If you fall out of the pose, you can come back in or return to figure 4 chair. Take one more breath in here and exhale, release the pose, finding a forward fold. Inhale, slowly rolling back up into Tadasana and standing tall. Other side. Shifting the weight into your right foot. Bending at the right knee, crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. Hands are in prayer, sinking the hips back, opening the chest, finding a point to stare at. Sink a little bit lower. And then find your twist. Twisting to the right, bringing the left tricep to meet the sole of the left foot. And then moving your hands down towards the ground, finding your balance here, shifting your weight into the hands and extending the right leg out long. Breathing through the pose. One more inhale. And then exhale to release the pose, finding a forward fold. And then inhale to slowly roll it back up to Tadasana. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the hands, lift the hips up and back. Take one breath in this down dog, and then exhale into child's pose. dropping the knees, extending the arms out long. Forehead meets the ground. And then option to bring your hands in prayer together once again. And then bend at the elbows to bring those hands behind your head, at the neck, at the upper back. Keeping them in prayer, finding a little bit of stretch in your triceps. And then exhale and release your arms back down to the ground if they were in prayer. And as you inhale, come and find a seated position. With our spine long, reaching up through the crown of our head, find cow face. So crossing our right leg over our left, bringing the knees to meet each other. Aiming to bring our knees to meet each other. Inhaling to find length, and then maybe with your hands grabbing your feet. Feeling this through the hips. Aiming to relax a little bit more on every exhale. Inhale to release that pose and let everything out. We'll find cow face on the other side, crossing the left leg over the right to meet at the knees, and using your hands to maybe grab a hold of each foot. Inhaling to find length in your spine, and exhaling to relax into the pose a little bit more. Noticing any differences between this side and the previous. And as you exhale, release the pose, uncrossing your legs. We'll find a wide-legged fold next. So inhaling to spread the legs out long and wide, flexing through the feet, going as wide as you can, inhaling to find length in the spine, and exhaling to fold forward down the middle. Inhaling to find a little bit more length in the spine, and exhaling to fold a little bit deeper. Accepting wherever you're at today in this pose. Inhale to walk your hands back towards your body. And then exhale to slowly lower yourself all the way down, lying on your back. Inhale to bring your knees into your chest. And exhale, drop the knees over to the left for a supine twist. Right arm reaches out long, gazes over your right fingertips. And of course, being free to close your eyes. Breathing deeply. Inhale and coming back through center, bringing the knees back into the center of the chest. And exhale, dropping the knees over to the right. Left arm extends out long, gazes over the left fingertips. Maybe closing the eyes as you relax into the pose. Inhale, bring the knees back to the center of the chest. And exhale for Shavasana, lowering everything down to the mat, snuggling your shoulder blades underneath you so that they lie flat on the mat. Spreading your arms and legs out as wide as you'd like. Releasing any tension in the shoulders or the stomach or the legs. Letting the toes fall out to the sides. And letting go of any control over your breath as we relax. Taking a deep breath in and letting it all out. Beginning to come back into the room around you. Taking note of the breath as it moves through your lungs. Bringing little movements into your fingers and toes. And rolling over onto one side. using your arm as a pillow. Push yourself up into a seated position, aiming to keep your eyes closed all the way. As you find your seat, resting your hands gently on your knees, reaching long through the spine all the way through the top of your head. And bring your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating the intention that you set at the beginning of this practice. Bow your head towards your hands and repeat it once more. Thank you for joining me in practice today. Namaste.